Shopify reports are a great way to understand the finer details of your business. And here at Vervaunt, we like to use 3 reports in particular. The first is the sell-through rate report, and often used in line with the product performance report. This essentially allows us to manage our inventory, which is incredibly important during peak, because we'll often be clearing old stock, and the impact of products going out of stock can really significantly impact performance. So being able to filter by products with a very high sell-through rate, or those that are almost at 100% sell-through, will allow us to slow down our marketing efforts on these products while pushing those that have more inventory. Therefore, making sure we're optimizing our spend and maximizing the sell-through period, managing our inventory really efficiently. The second is the customers over time, or essentially the balance between new and returning customers. It's a very simple report that kind of details whether we're acquiring our customers efficiently. What we'll often have in marketing efforts is CAC target, or customer acquisition cost target, to make sure that we aren't overspending to acquire these customers and remaining profitable on a first order basis. If a brand's running a discount, the conversion rate is going to increase, and therefore new customer acquisition is going to increase. However, we have to contextualize this in the situation of sale, because while it's more efficient to acquire these customers, not only will their customer lifetime value be lower, but the margin will be lower. So we need to make sure that we are remaining profitable. The last report is the Cohort Analysis report. And this ties very closely in with how we're acquiring our customers, the customers over time report. What this allows us to do is it groups customers based on their purchase date, and then shows the repurchase rate of those who came back and purchased again. So we can look at the repurchase rate, we can look at the amount of revenue they generated in addition to that when they came and repurchased. What this is really helpful to do is if we export this data, we can look at the customer lifetime value of cohorts of people over the last 12 months. And what this allows us to do is really contextualize peak and analyze the customer lifetime value of customers during this peak period, and whether they are very useful and how, very critically, we treat them after so. So those are my top 3 reports to use during peak this year.